Years have passed by since the height of the COVID-19 pandemic, but many Americans still feel its effects. So much so that in 2023, the U.S. Surgeon General released an advisory saying the mortality impact of being socially disconnected is similar to that caused by smoking up to 15 cigarettes a day. Fox 17's Alina Howder found out how West Michiganders are combating the loneliness epidemic.
Humans weren't meant to be all alone like I am here in the studio. In fact, insufficient social connection can lead to increased risk of diseases, not to mention the toll it can take on your mental health. It's why community members here in Grand Rapids are making it a point to create connections.
It's been working out really well.
Humans crave connection.
It's really nice.
Whether we realize it or not.
We're people and we need each other.
It's something Michelle Van Sledwright learned the hard way. When she lost her job a couple of years ago.
There was a lot of being at home, being bored. It was just a lot of, what am I doing with my life?
She may have been lonely.
There'll be a lot of people.
But she's not alone. According to the Surgeon General's 2023 Loneliness Advisory, a 2022 study found that when people were asked how close they felt to others emotionally, only 39% of adults in the U.S. said that they felt very connected to others.
We've traced social isolation increasing alongside increased use of technology.
Corewell Health West Section Chief for Adult Psychology, Dr. Lindsay Volpe-Bertram, says the impact goes beyond just mental health.
Things like depression and anxiety and other mental health disorders, but also is related with increased risk of cardiovascular health, dementia.
It's something Caledonia native David Good has had experience with his whole life.
I was kind of isolated because of being born with the condition that used to be called Asperger's. I was lonely, numbing my pain with video games like 12 hours a day. Just kind of be obsessed with being online.
After a car accident threw off his lifelong plan to be a software engineer, he decided to make some changes.
I got in touch with the best mentors, read the best books, best therapists and coaches, and it was been a 10-year journey of learning how to communicate better.
With online tools like Facebook and Meetup, he's been using the skills he's learned to bring people in Grand Rapids together for over a decade now.
The 50 chapters, locally we have West Michigan Geeks, we have West Michigan Introverts and Shy People, 30s and 40s group.
It's a social enterprise he calls the International Friend Connection.
We put on almost 4,400, 4,500 free events.
Van Sledwright started off as a participant for West Michigan Geeks. She's now running the group.
It's been a really enjoyable experience.
David Good was even recognized by former President Joe Biden with a letter and gold medal for his work with International Friend Connection. He's since started a new program called Friend Magnet, and his dream is to help 1 million people around the world within a decade. In studio, Alina Howder, Fox 17 News.
Alina, thank you. Turning back to the U.S. Surgeon General, in 2023, Vivek Murthy put a spotlight on America's problem with loneliness when he declared the issue as an epidemic. Murphy says loneliness is far more than just a bad feeling and is a major public health risk for both individuals and society. Harvard conducted a survey to learn strategies Americans are using to combat loneliness. At least 75% of people involved said the solutions can include reaching out to family or friends, learning to love themselves, and learning to be more forgiving of others. And finally, finding ways to help others. Beyond that, Harvard researchers say we must all work hard to create a culture that cares and serves each other.